You're good. Go. And back here for senior night festivities, we'll turn things over to Caleb Hall.
Good evening. At this time, we would like to recognize and honor our 2021 senior volleyball players. First up is number 1, Malia Houston. Malia is the daughter of Tom and Rhonda Houston and has participated in volleyball for all 4 years of high school. Her most memorable experience is singing Happy Birthday to Ellie Powell at every game, even though it was never her birthday. After volleyball is over, she will most miss the team, how close they are, and the amazing memories she's made with this group of girls. Her advice to younger players is work hard, be a good teammate, hydrate or dihydrate, and most importantly, have fun. After she graduates, Malia plans on attending WIU to run track and cross country and study elementary education. Up next, number 2, Maddie Calvert. Maddie is the daughter of Steve and Rhonda Calvert and has played volleyball all 4 years. Her favorite memory from volleyball is any time they beat Macomb, especially on Coach's 900th win. After this season, Maddie will miss those clutch plays and game-deciding points where the entire team just goes crazy, because every time that happens, they all get a little closer as a team. Her advice to younger players is to never take the little things this sport gives you for granted. After she graduates, Maddie plans on attending WIU to major in ag business. Number 3, Calissa Watkins. Calissa is the daughter of Melissa Watkins and Kendall Watkins and has played volleyball all 4 years of high school. Her favorite memory from volleyball is watching Coach Paul do cartwheels at practice during her junior season. After volleyball is over, she will most miss playing with her teammates, and her advice to younger players is to play every game like it's your last. After she graduates, Calissa plans to attend Innovations Design Academy to study cosmetology. Number 4, McLean Ignell. McLean is the daughter of Ty and Ronell Ignell and has played volleyball all 4 years. Her favorite memory is when they were watching the opposing team warm up for their first game this year, and Malia looked at her and asked if we played a 21 or 25. And then seconds later, Brooklyn looked at her and asked if there was a halftime in volleyball. Both of them were being very serious. After her time on the team is over, she will most miss just being on the court with all these girls, especially her classmates, and her advice to younger players is to work hard every single day and always have fun. After she graduates, McLean plans on attending Lakeland College to study education. Up next, number 5, Gwen Kalki. Gwen is the daughter of Jessica and Matt Scheffler and the late Leroy Kalki, and she has participated in volleyball all 4 years of high school. One of her favorite memories from volleyball is when her senior class beat Lewiston this year because they had never won against them. After volleyball is over, she will most miss the little things like bus rides and team meals, but especially seeing some of her best friends every day. Her advice to younger players is that it's always obvious who works hard and who doesn't. Do your best always, and coaches will recognize it. After she graduates, Gwen plans on attending Central College in Pella, Iowa to play volleyball and major in exercise science. Number 11, Brooklyn Welsh. Brooklyn is the daughter of Shannon and Renee Welsh and has participated in volleyball for 3 years. Her favorite memory from volleyball is the time Malia McLean and she wanted to see how many cartwheels they could do during practice without anyone noticing. They ended up with 14. After volleyball is over, she will most miss the time spent with her teammates, and her advice to younger players is to enjoy every moment because it goes fast. After she graduates, Brooklyn plans to attend Lakeland College to study ag business. Congratulations again, class of 2021. You can go ahead and line up on the gray line so the families can take pictures.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helps me reach peak performance.
In the weight room. Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
And welcome here as we bring you the varsity contest between the Rushville-Industry Rockets and the West Prairie Cyclones here tonight. Glad you're alongside for volleyball action here as we get to bring you another match here tonight. And welcome in as the JV already going the way of the Cyclones, 25-22, 25-15. And tonight we'll bring you the varsity side of things. The varsity for West Prairie undefeated on the season so far, as are the JV, as they continue to roll along here throughout this season. Have one here tonight. They will head to Monmouth Roseville tomorrow night and then be home as they take on North Fulton, as the Cyclone ladies trying to continue their dominance here wherever they've gone, road, home, wherever it is. They have been able to handle pretty much everything that has been thrown at them. The Rushville-Industry Lady Rockets, as the JV will be in the purple top uniforms, the yellow numerals on those, and the black trunks here this evening. They will have a decided size advantage tonight versus the West Prairie Cyclones. As I was just noticing Melena Linover and Whitley Cooper at the net, presenting a size advantage for the Rushville-Industry Lady Rockets here tonight. We'll see if quickness and a little defense can rule the day for the Cyclones. Do want to thank some of our very, very fine sponsors here this evening. They include Tri-County Seeds. Tri-County Seeds, your local Golden Harvest seed advisor, located in Scioto, Illinois, rooted in genetics, agronomy, and service for over 10 years. Contact Nate Todd at 309-333-3437 for all your Golden Harvest corn, soybean, and seed treatment needs. Also joining us here this evening is the folks at Good Hope Gardens. Good Hope Gardens located at 445 East Main Street, Good Hope. Open April through October, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. for all of your fresh produce needs. Be sure to follow their Facebook page for daily updates. Grover and Mary Jo DeCounter and family invite you to Good Hope Gardens. Come see where it's grown. Don't let the varmints and creepy crawlies get the best of you. Contact Beck Pest Control in Colchester. Beck Pest Control can let you sleep easy when the lights are out, knowing you have no uninvited guests running around. Contact them at 309-313-5521. That's Beck Pest Control. Get the bugs out. As we're just about ready to get things underway here this evening, and I'm going to apologize, folks, for just a minute. I'm going to have to do double duty with PA announcing as well. So give me a moment to remove the headset. You will hopefully hear me anyway as we get ready to make this thing official here tonight. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to West Prairie High School for tonight's varsity matchup between the Rockets of Rushville-Industry and your West Prairie Cyclones. At this time, please rise and gentlemen remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem. much, ladies and gentlemen. And now the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Rushville-Industry Rockets. Number 25, Katie Park. Number 37, Whitley Cooper. Number 24, Melena Linover. Number 4, Tana Trone. Number 6, Casey Benton. Number 19, Macy Wrench. And the libero tonight for the Rockets, Alexis Hardy. The Rockets are coached by Megan Thomas and assisted by Ashley Willis. And now, folks, look at the weather on the horizon, blowing in. And now your starting lineup for the West Prairie Cyclones! Starting tonight, number 4, McLean Ignell. Number 3, Calissa Watkins. Number 1, Malia Houston. Number 2, Madison Calvert. Number 8, Addison Despain. Number 11, Brooklyn Walsh. And the libero tonight, Gwen Kelke. The Cyclones are coached by Terry Paul, assisted by Caleb Hall, Drew Snyder, Patty Clark, and Erica Clark. Your officials this evening are Chris Singleton and Joanna Scholl. Good luck to both teams this evening. And of course, double duty, you have to do that sometimes. We get ready for this match here, the varsity match between the two teams here this evening. And we'll check the starting lineups for you once again. The Community News Brief is a free publication distributed over 68 locations in Bushnell, Macomb, Colchester, Industry, Adair, and more towns throughout the area. Provides local news to McDonough County and parts of Fulton County every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. To submit a press release or get advertising information for the locally owned publication, contact Lynn at 309-333-8245 or email communitybrief@gmail.com. Again, starting tonight, it is Katie Park, Macy Wrench, Melena Linover, also Tana Trone, Whitley Cooper, and Benton tonight this evening. As Alexis Hardy, the libero, serve across by Park, picked up, and now brought up to Ignell to Houston, and popped up by Hardy in the back row. Park going to set it to the outside, brought over by Trone, and dug up by Ignell. Calvert sets it in the middle for Houston. Houston, we have a problem. Puts it in good and makes it 1-0 here in favor of West Prairie in game number 1. It is, of course, best 2 out of 3 falls. Serve on the way by McLean Ignell off of Hardy. Park going to set to mill. Linover with a tip and brought over to Gwen Kalke. Kalke will bring it up to Ignell. Set up back row attack by Despain. And the hot smash, too hot for Hardy. And makes it 2-0. The lead for West Prairie. McLean Ignell at the serve for the Lady Cyclones. Her serve just outside, popped up high in the air by Trone. And Park got that one stuck between her fingers. You always know you can hear that miss-hit sound, folks, when you know it's kind of slipped between the fingers. 3-0 West Prairie. Ignell drops it in front of Hardy and good. A bandage up an ace for McLean Ignell. It is 4-0. Ignell comes to it again. Serve back row off of Hardy. High in the air for Park. Trone across with it and now picked up by Calvert. Tipped across by Ignell and catches him napping. Drops it in and good for a 5-0 West Prairie advantage. Ignell off of Wrench on the right side. Popped up high. Linover is going to bring it over. And Despain digs it out. McLean Ignell for the Cyclones to Calvert. Back row, Hardy's got it. Park going to set it for Trone on the outside. Into the hands of Houston, kept alive. And Calvert drops it in and good. 6-0 Cyclones. Cyclones lead it here by a 6-0 advantage. And once again, back after it is Agnell. She'll serve it. Trone pops it high from the left. Park going to set her up again, brings it across. Calvert's underneath it for the Cyclones. Outside, Watkins loaded up, dug by Wrench, back row. And now brought up front. Lenover lays it down off the hands of Kelke and good. And that'll be point number 1 on the board. Much needed side out there for the Rushville-Industry Rockets. Benton will come on. 6-1 lead now as Whitley Cooper now serves here for the Lady Rockets. Brings the soft side of her hand. Calvert sends it right back. Benton saved by Park, and Trone lobs it over. Kalki digs on the outside to Agnell, set up for Houston. Flipped, and Benton takes it. Park for Trone. Tipped, and nobody home off the block, so drops it home with a and 2 in a row now by the Rushville-Industry Rockets. 6-2, 4-point advantage for Rushville-Industry. Cooper brings it back row off of Despain to Agnell, outside for Calvert. Bangs it off of Wrench back row. Park, nice hustle to get to it, and bumped over by Lenover. Watkins takes it. Agnell gets it out of the net, but Calvert not able to get to it in time. 6-3. Here come the Lady Rockets right back into this game number 1. Cooper. Deep back row off of Despain, set up for Houston middle, dribbles it off the net. The excuse me spike in and good, and it makes it 7-3. 7-3 here, 4-point advantage now. Cooper going to come out, and we'll catch who came in for her in the back row in a moment. Served by Watkins, hit between Benton and Wrench, hit to the back line. 8-3 the lead for West Prairie. Actually, that was Hardy the libero that swapped in. 8-3. West Prairie leads it here as Watkins ready to get to it. Pounds it across off Hardy. Park, high in the middle for Trone. That one stuffed down the block of Houston and makes it 8-4. Side out for Rushville-Industry. Lenover will come back to serve it here. 8-4, 4-point advantage for the Cyclones in game number 1. Lenover serve into the net, right back to the Cyclones it comes. Substitution for her, coming in as Taylor Armstrong. She'll replace Lenover, and that brings Gwen Kalki back to serve. Coming in up front is Brooklyn Welsh. Kalki just across the net. They tip it up and over to Despain. He says thanks for the gumball, Mickey. Out to Wrench, and that one off the out stick and out of bounds, and it makes it 10-4. Valued companion. 10-4, 6-point lead here for the Cyclones as Kalki back to power it through. Deep back row. And Benton is there. They're going to bring it outside for Trone, right side, and Kalki digs it up. Agnell back set right side for Despain. Tipped up by Hardy. And Armstrong not able to get to it before it got to the bleachers. 11-4, we've got a timeout called by Rushville-Industry. An 11-4 lead here for the Cyclones in Game 1. You're listening and watching TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. Bushnell Banking Center, a branch of the Raritan State Bank located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell, offers full-service banking and loan services for all your banking needs. Come visit the bank of friendly service or call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck, Cyclones. Bushnell Banking Center, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Square Music Company offers instruments, gear, lessons, service, and more located at 122 Northside Square in Macomb. Call the Macomb store at 309-431-5484. Also visit the Quincy location, 725 North Hampshire Street. Find them online at squaremusic.com. Served by Kalki. Hardy's got it on the left side. Park going to bring it out for Wrench, and she'll hit it off the hands of Despain. And now Kalki will set her up on the outside. Into the net it goes, and Rushville-Industry gets the side out back. Tana Trone will come back to serve. 11-5, 6-point lead now for West Prairie. Kalki gets the serve. Watkins helps her out, and now Madison Calvert drives it through. Trone underneath it. Benton going to bring it up to Wrench, and Brooklyn Welsh says no deposit. no return. 12-5, lead to 7. Maddie Calvert serves right side, and it's picked up there by Park. Trone going to set her up on the left side. She'll hit it just across and in and good, as they're using that cross-court hit to avoid the blocks. Whitley Cooper back in, Benton out for Rushville-Industry as Alexis Hardy serves now for Rushville-Industry. Her serve off of Despain. Agnell brings it up to Welsh, puts it down. Cooper able to help it. And now Trone brings it through. Dug up by Kelke, but couldn't control. Goes under the net and earns a point for Rushville-Industry. They get within 5 at 12-7. 12-7 lead here. That brings back Alexis Hardy for it once again. Her serve off of Kelke up to Agnell, and she's going to get caught in the net. Just had to get too close to dig that out of there. It is 12-8. 12-8. And Alexis Hardy after it again, trying to inch the Rockets closer. Dug a big hole early. Kelke up to Agnell, who drops it in and good. They caught him a lot with that in the JV game. And catch him again. Side out over to West Prairie. Addie Despain will come back to serve it. She'll slap dribble it, send it over, and off of Cooper. High in the air. Bumped up there by Armstrong, sent across. Welsh with it. Calvert now back set to Agnell. Dug up by Trone toward the net. Watkins tried to send it back over, but could not do that. It's playing in a place he normally doesn't play. And now Lenover in, and Armstrong out. It is 13-9. West Prairie. Macy Wrench will serve it for the Lady Rockets. Low shot off of Calvert. High up in the air, they set it for Welsh. Welsh tips and drops it home. In the midst, a host of Rockets. I'm not sure on my collective nounage for Rockets. Malia Houston in, Gwen Kelke out as Brooklyn Welsh now serves. 14-9 Cyclones. Welsh to Ranch to the net, and Houston says, oh, they're going to actually whistle her. First, I thought they were going to say it was good. Nope, they say it was Houston over the net. And so 14-10, 4-point lead here. And again, a chance for Rushville-Industry to chip a little more off that lead. Serve by Park to Kelke. Agnell sets it back row attack. Addie Despain brings the hammer. The Despain on the plane brings pain as she puts it in. 15-10 lead for the Cyclones of West Prairie, and McLean Agnell coming back. Rushville-Industry need to hold them to just the 5. Serve on the outside. Trone's there. Park going to set it up for her on the left. She has it hit off her hand. She went to come get it. And again, that's another one. If you listen to volleyball enough, folks, and I wish I could get the sound loud enough, you just know when they've hit it wrong. Serve off of Wrench. Lenover pops it up, and Cooper says, I got you. Watkins up with it to Calvert. And now Gwen Kelke drops it through Wrench. Had to get the floor. Tipped by Park. And Kelke saved the floor. One-hand save by Agnell, and sent back in and good by Despain. That is teamwork as the Cyclones able to put it home and up their lead to a touchdown, 17-10. Served by Agnell, drops in, and you can bandage up an ace. 18-10 lead here for the Cyclones of West Prairie in Game 1. We'll take a timeout right here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True Convection Cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True Convection Cooking, brought to you by Whirlpool.
Back here after the timeout, 18-10 lead here for West Prairie. Don't forget about the folks at Heil Enterprises. Heil Enterprises and Heil Trucking can take your product down the road near or far, and also offers the top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repair. The second-generation business continues to grow. and support local athletics. See Danny or Travis on Route 41 south of Prairie City today. Cyclones plant. Agnell up to Calvert. Stuffed up there as the Rockets say, stay on your side. Nice job by Cooper and Lenover. And they earn the side out, make it 18-11. Benton is back on here. Cooper brings the serve off of Calvert to Agnell. Set up for Houston. Stuffed again by Lenover. And Despain recovers it. Watkins across. Wrench up to Park outside Trone. She'll drop it back row. Kalki on the run. To Despain up for Maddie Calvert. She gets it. Blocked again. And put down and good. It is 18-12. 18-12. Lead is down to 6. As Whitley Cooper comes to it once again. Cooper winds it up, sends it over off of Kalki up front to Agnell for Houston. Hits it, but out of bounds. She was going around the block and missed it. 18-13 cuts the lead down to 5. Cooper's going to come to it again. And this one, back row, Kalki is there. Agnell pops it high. Eddie Despain, back row attack, and Wrench digs it up. Park on the run to Lenover, tips it to Despain, up for Agnell. Agnell, Houston. That one off the arms of Park and back to the wall. And the Cyclones increase the lead back to 6. Cooper out and Hardy in. As Calissa Watkins will come back to serve it here, 19-13. The Cyclones lead in game number 1. Watkins off of Wrench, high in the air to Park, tipped across, and Despain is there. Now Agnell up to Houston, and that one will not drop. Just kind of stayed a line drive, hit it out of bounds, and now Lenover will come back to serve it for Rushville-Industry. That is Milena Lenover. Her serve off of Kalki, high in the air. Agnell going to bring it outside to Despain, and she unloads Payne. Puts it in, 20-14 Cyclone lead. Brooklyn Welsh in, Houston out as Kalki goes back to serve. Lenover out, and Armstrong in for the Rockets. 20-14, 6-point lead, and I think we lost the volleyball. It would be hard, a little harder to play without it. And now they get it. I mean, you could play without a volleyball, but then every spike would be a kill. So Gwen Kalki serves it right side, and I'm not sure Benton was trying to do, or Trone was what she was trying to do, but just kind of opened her hands and tried to hit it. And now the lead back to 7. Coming with it again is Gwen Kalki. This one deep back row. Armstrong takes it. Hardy has to help. And now Benton bumps it over. Kalki is there up to Agnell. Set for Despain. She'll drop it out of bounds. And back it goes to Rushville-Industry. The Rockets will come back and serve. Coming as Tana Trone. 21-15. 6-point advantage here for the Cyclones in this game number 1. Her serve. Line drive. Kalki takes it. Agnell. Over for Despain, back row Hardy digs it on the left. Trone going to set it for Park up front and mishit that one. Shoulders going the wrong way and makes it 22-15. Substitution, new player into the game. That is Rachel Hood. She replaces Park for Rushville-Industry. And now Maddie Calvert serves. Calvert brings it to Hardy up to the net. Welsh says, Bedbug, you go splat now. 23-15, 8-point advantage for the Cyclones as they try to finish off game number 1. Back row, Calvert off Hardy. Hood helps it out, and then bumped across there by Trone. Kalki over for Calvert to Welsh, and we have a net violation on Rushville-Industry. Game point for the Cyclones. And coming back to it again is Calvert. Calvert winds and sends this one a little soft shot. Hardy up with it to Trone. Now for a Hood. She'll tip. And Watkins takes it back row. Calvert up with it to Agnell. Back row. Armstrong on the run is there. Trone. Now to Hardy. Just across the net. Welsh gets it. Calvert. Agnell hits it into the net. And Rushville-Industry stays alive. Cooper comes on, and Benton goes out. That'll bring Hardy back to serve. She's got to serve at least 8 straight to keep him in the game. Side out means a Game 1 win for West Prairie. Hardy off of Calvert, up for Welsh, and that's your game winner off the arm of Armstrong. And game number 1 in the books for West Prairie as they will take it home 25-16. That heads us over to game number 2. And we'll be back with you again in just a couple moments. 25-16, the win in game 1 for the Cyclones. You are listening to the TSSR Game Time Live Network presented by
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
Helps me reach peak performance.
In the weight room. Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, you know, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
Back here at Scioto, getting ready for game number 2 of the match. And don't forget the Yetter Manufacturing Company, always there with the equipment you need. And the Yetter Manufacturing Company loves to support our community and its athletes. Yetter Manufacturing says, go Cyclones this season as they get ready to get the spring planning season underway. On the floor for game number 2, it is McLean Egnell serving. And now Gwen Kalke, Calissa Watkins, Malia Houston, also Maddie Calvert and Eddie Despain on the floor for the Rushville-Industry Rockets. It is Tana Trone, Melena Lenover, Whitley Cooper, also Katie Park, Macy Rinch, and Alexis Hardy. Serving first will be Egnell, serves it off of Park, and now Trone's got a run to get it, bumped over by Cooper. Played back row by Despain, up to Egnell for Houston, down and good. Malia Houston makes it 1-0 West Prairie. As the Cyclones trying to take the early advantage. They got up by a big lead early, and then had to fight the the Rockets off late. Egnell off of Park, Trone on the run, now in the middle for Cooper. Cooper drops it over, and bumping it up is Despain out to Calvert. Drops it over, send right back over, and dropped down by Calvert. Park sent it right back over, and then back again came Calvert with it. 2-0 West Prairie. Game number 2, best 2 out of 3 falls, served by Egnell. Wrench is there, and now they'll set it outside. Lynn over the long windup, into the net it goes. It is 3-0 West Prairie. She had the right approach, just trying to cut the court and couldn't do it. As 3-0 West Prairie, Egnell serves it off of Park, needs a little help. Cooper helps her out, and then bumped over by Trone, taken by Despain, middle back row. Egnell outside setup, Watkins hammers the home run ball. Makes it 3-1 for Rushville-Industry, and now Park will come back to serve it. Park on the serve. Serves it low line drive. Watkins to Kalke, who tries to flip it over but can't. And it makes it 3-2. Lenover was there to make sure it did not get across. 3-2, 1 point lead. Served by Park, taken up by Kalke, up to Egnell. Houston again, this time in and good. As the official, I thought she was going to break into hand jiving, but no, she was actually having a little trouble figuring out which way that went. 4-2, 2 point advantage here for West Prairie in game number 2. Watkins back to serve. Calissa Watkins lets it go off Lenover. They'll set her up in the middle. She will tip. And Calvert. Out it comes for Agnell to Despain. Too long and out of bounds. And I tell you what, kind of the rules of big people up front. Got to hammer that one down. Lenover tipped it. Got to hammer those. 4-3, 1 point lead for West Prairie. Cooper, nice serve off the outside. And they bring it up to Houston through the blocks. And she rammed that one home through the hands of Lenover and makes it 5-3. Houston puts it in. And now Brooklyn Welsh in as Gwen Kalke back to serve it. One of our celebrators of senior night, Kalke. To Wrench and had a little trouble with it. That one kind of rolled off the table, makes it 6-3. 6-3, Gwen Kalke and the Cyclones with a 3-point advantage. Walking toward it again. Left side set up. That one a little shorter. Popped up by Benton Park. And Benton will bring it through. Underneath it is Kalke. Agnell to Welsh through the hand. Hardy made a nice attempt at it, but couldn't get it. And it's 7-3. Cyclones widening it out to 4. 4-point advantage for West Prairie as they try to take this one home in 2. Kalke back. Serves it through. Hardy pops it up. Park in the middle for Trone. Had the right idea, but just launched it out of bounds. High deep and generally unplayable. 8-3. Lead is out to 5 now. And again, here comes Gwen Kalke. That one a little shorter. And Wrench gets it on the dive. Agnell to Despain. Outside Calvert. Another tip. And right side, they'll set it up from Benton to Lenover. And Gwen Kalke digs it up. Agnell out for Despain off the tape. Hardy with a nice running dig. Flipped by Lenover. Kept alive by the Cyclones. Agnell out of there with it. And Kalke, the over-the-head flip. Up to Calvert, tips it down. Lenover trying to get it over, get into the net. Great save there. Watkins in on there, Kalke and Calvert. Sounds like kind of a law firm, but effective nonetheless. 9-3, 6-point advantage here for West Prairie. Gwen Kalke, this one a short, soft one again. Lenover to Park. Now loading for Trone, and she'll cream the back wall. I'm not sure what the back wall ever did to her, but it paid for it. 10-3, 7-point advantage. As once again, the Cyclones getting out to a big lead. Rushville-Industry did that in the JV match as well. Let them get out to a big lead, and then so hard with rally scoring to work your way back in. Kalke to Hardy, high in the air to Park. Park outside for Benton. She'll hit it, and she'll hit it out of bounds as well. It is 11-3. Timeout called by Rushville-Industry. We will step aside as well. Thank our very fine sponsors here tonight. They would include Farmers and Merchants State Bank of Bushel. For 100 years, they've been servicing your local community's needs for personal and business bank, as well as home and agriculture lending in its trust department. Stop by the main branch at 484 Main Street in Bushel or to drive up facility on Cole Street to learn more. F&M is member FDIC and an equal housing lender. This West Prairie game stream is made possible by McDonough Telephone's fiber internet. McDonough Telephone offers lightning fast and reliable fiber internet, video, phone, and camera systems in the McDonough County area. Call 309-776-3211 to check your availability. United Community Bank services are designed to keep you in the game when you're on the go. With online and mobile banking that's nothing but net to friendly services you can count on from the leader in community banking. Choosing UCB is always a slam dunk. Visit a location near you with branches in Bushnell, Colchester, and 2 in Macomb. That one, Addie Despain once again. Despain Pain Train pounds it through for a 12-3 Cyclone advantage. And Gwen Kalke has rolled a bunch of them off here as she lets it go again, kind of moving them all around. Lenover on the right side to Park. Back set for Trone, who will tip, and Calvert says, gotcha. Agnell outside it is Despain once again. That one's good as well. Addie Despain is quickly running me out of Despain rhyming cliches. In this game, too, it is 13-3. Gwen Kalke comes to it again, brings a short shot and drops it right in front of Benton and good. Bandage up an ace for Gwen Kalki. It is 14-3. I think the way Gwen has been going, she would have 4 aces in her hand about now. Kalki again, 14-3 lead, West Prairie. Her serve, back row, Hardy underneath it. Park on the run, that'll lean over to bump over. Picked up by Brooklyn Welsh, up to her at the net, down and good, and the Cyclones on a major roll. Cyclones doing more damage than they generally do in Oklahoma. 15-3, 12-point lead for West Prairie as serve off of Wrench in the middle. Park sets it up for Trone in the middle, and she'll launch it long and out of bounds. 16-3 West Prairie. Hood will check in. That is Rachel Hood. She will check in, replacing Tana Trone for the Lady Rockets. And just kind of one of those nights, a 16-3 lead for West Prairie. Kalki off of Wrench, high in the air with it. Park helps it out, and now Hood will tip it over. Welsh has it for West Prairie to Agnell outside Calvert. Over the blocks, down and good. Has not mattered who, it has been West Prairie all the way in game 2. They have a 2-touchdown advantage. And coming again is Gwen Kalki. Her serve short. Hardy is there. Park going to pick it up to Hood, and she'll tap it across. Taken by Agnell. Kalki up to Despain and mishit it. It's kind of came off her hands, and 17-4 earns a side out back to Rushville-Industry. Melena Lenover serves for the Rockets. Her serve off of Kalki. Up front for Agnell to Welsh, and drops it in and good. Right back to the Cyclones we go. As Armstrong will come in and Lenover out for Rushville-Industry. Serving on the way is Maddie Calvert. Brings it off of Benton to the back wall. It goes 19-4. And now subbing in as Benton will go out. Coming in is Rachel Norton, one of the JV players, as Coach Ashley Willis trying anything to slow things down. Served by Calvert, back row off of Armstrong. Hood had to chase it down. Hardy bumps it over, and Despain takes it for West Prairie. They back set it as Agnell, picked up by Hardy, left side. Park sets into the middle, and Wrench bumps over. Kalki's got it for West Prairie. Tipped across, and nice save back there by Park. Hood puts it across, and nice try by Watkins. Just wasn't able to get it down the line. Side out for Rushville-Industry. Now a substitution. Tana Trone will come in. Hood will go out to serve, as she will try to work them back in the game. 19-5 lead here. And the serve, line drive off of Calvert. Up to Agnell, now for Despain. That one launched to the crowd and just got a little bit too much mojo on it. It is now 19-6. And as Confucius would say, the longest journey begins with the smallest step. They've got a lot to go, and that one, Trone hitting it off the back of the head of Wrench and makes it 20-6. Allie Arnold will check in. Addie Despain will go out for West Prairie. Allie Arnold goes to work with it. Serves it across, and Park hits it sideways to Trone. Set to the net. Agnell brings it back. Dug by Armstrong. Tipped across, and Kalki takes it for West Prairie. Out for Watkins. They'll load her up. Off of the arms of Armstrong to the back wall and down. 21-6 West Prairie. Cyclones lead it 21-6. Allie Arnold winds it up. Brings a low line drive off of Armstrong. Needs help. Trone hits it high, and Park takes it. Puts it across to Welsh. Calvert back for Welsh. Dug by Hardy. Nice job at the floor. And Trone with it now to Wrench. Bumps it over, and Welsh has got it for West Prairie. Calvert back set. Agnell tips it through. Armstrong a little trouble with it. It is 22-6. 22-6 as West Prairie is starting to run away in this one. 22-6. Arnold trying to finish it off here. Arnold brings it off of Hardy, high up to the net. Trone tips it over. Calvert is underneath it. Gwen Kalki up to McLean Agnell. Back row, dug by Armstrong of Rushville-Industry. Put up for Park, and she'll hit it through. Arnold with a nice dig. Calvert up for Welsh. She'll tip. Park is there. Trone back, sets right side. Norton bumps it across, and Arnold with it. They bring it out of the net, and then Arnold tries to get it. Cannot. It is 22-7, side out for Rushville-Industry. Whitley Cooper in. And Norton goes out. Ellie Powell will come in for West Prairie. She'll replace Calissa Watkins. And Powell, the normal starter. Watkins did a heck of a job playing out of position there. And now Alexis Hardy will come back and serve it for Rushville-Industry. Hardy, her serve picked up off of Calvert. And Agnell flips it through. Down it goes and in. 23-7. And Gwen Kalki will go out as Malia Houston in and Brooklyn Welsh back to serve. 23-7, Cyclones lead. Welsh off of Hardy. Up to Trone, set up Whitley Cooper on the outside. Dug by Welsh at the floor. They push it back across. Calvert catches him in the back row. What a save by Brooklyn Welsh. Brought it up and off the floor. 24-7 game and or match point. Served by Welsh. Hit sideways, and now Wrench going to help it out. Trone tips it over. And underneath it is Agnell. They're going to set it for her on the outside. Hammers it through. That's a game winner. And West Prairie takes home the varsity contest 25-16 and 25-7. Thank you for tuning us in here. We'll take a break. Be back with a post-game interview in just a moment. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.
McDonough District Hospital's Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center was built for one goal: to strengthen women's health services in the region's premier facility. Our dedicated staff, past and present, delivered generations of MDH babies, and now in the new Women's Center, our staff is ready to deliver the next generation and beyond. Come visit the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center and see for yourself the MDH difference.
You know, you see fires on TV all the time. You don't understand what the families are really going through until you've lived it. The day before the fire, life was good. We went to bed, we woke up, and we had nothing. If it was not for Country Financial, we would still have nothing.
And we welcome you back here. Want to thank some more of our fine sponsors, including the Princess Shop. Princess Shop is your local one-stop shop for women's apparel, accessories, and shoes. Stop in Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. or Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. located at 1520 East Jackson Street in Macomb. Also want to thank JoJo's Gaming Parlor, offering the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events live on the big screen. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street, Bushnell, and cheer our area teams on to victory. Some of the other folks we need to thank, including Bushnell's only furniture store, will be celebrating its 60th anniversary in June. M&B, a mainstay in the county, and offers top-notch customer service. See them at 481 Main Street. Find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web at www.mnbfurniturinc.com. You can also call 309-772-2111. Excuse me, we're going to get Coach Terry Paul here in just a moment as she winds her way to the broadcast area. And Terry, tonight, celebrating your seniors, and that always important. But I tell you what, anybody you used tonight in that varsity contest, wow, they came in and played their role well.
Yes, they did. They're a very special group of seniors. Love to play volleyball, and of course, I only have 9 players on the varsity, so you know, it's my goal to play everybody every night and for them to earn playing time every night. So they push pretty hard in practice.
And you could see here tonight, nothing more, I thought, showed the heart of your team than Brooklyn Welsh with that diving save off the floor. A phenomenal save to bring that one up, and it just shows what heart these girls have.
Oh, yes. I told her it looked very professional. Well done. She can do a lot of things. She's very athletic.
And Terry, it's been hard on these girls, but one thing I noticed when I've seen you in practice, when I've seen you here at the games, is a season like this needed special leadership, and this group of seniors is the perfect group to be the leaders for this type of season.
I am so glad for them. I'm so thankful that we get to do this, and they're feeling the same way. That's kind of been our motto, that, you know, to play with joy, and we get to play, and they're the perfect group to throw that out to.
Well, Terry, we'll see you on Saturday. Good luck at Monmouth-Roseville tomorrow night. Still undefeated. I know you probably hate me for saying that.
Stop it!
But still undefeated, and that's special too. Both squads have done a fantastic job.
They have, and the JV is working really hard now. We've got them kind of fired up in the right mode, I guess, and they're starting to show me some good things that I didn't see a month ago.
All right. Well, thank you, Terry. I know you've got a lot to get to, so thanks for coming over and talking with us. Congrats on the wins tonight.
Yes, and thank you too, Greg. Great job.
And that's going to wrap it up from here for TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. As we always like to say, thanks for tuning us in. Thanks for turning us on.